You've stopped into another episode of Dad Crossing where myself, Nick, and my co-host Sean will have real, honest chats about the highs and lows of dad life. We'll laugh together at the craziness of parenting and the silliness of our kiddos, and we'll support each other through the challenges and tough decisions of fatherhood. Whether you're a seasoned granddad or a dad-to-be, we promise laughs, relatable, and sometimes raw talk, and expert help to tackle the tough issues. Not from Sean and me, but from the amazing guests we'll have on the show. So let's be dads crossing through life together.
Hey everyone, and welcome to this week's episode of Dad Crossing. Just to give you a quick heads up, the next voice you're going to hear is still Nick. He's going to sound very different from the intro to now, but it is still Nick. It's an upper respiratory infection you have, is it not?
I am your father. Yes. Yes, it is an upper respiratory infection. That's what they tell me, at least.
I tell you what, that upper respiratory infection could make you a lot of money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were talking about this. I'm going to go to the doctor. I'm going to ask him. I'm going to say, listen, how do I keep this? I think it can provide cash flow for me. I got a baritone now. It's working. How do I keep my upper respiratory infection right here? No, yeah, and it's one of those things where I've talked about this before. It's the thing I hate the most about doctors, where you like come in, they give you a bunch of tests. Like by tests, I mean they shove stuff up your nose and put stuff down your throat, and then they go away and they shove them in a bottle somewhere, and then come back and they're like, it's none of those things. We think you have an upper respiratory, and I'm like, great, we've found a solution. What medicine can I take so that I'll be better tomorrow? Oh, there is no medicine. Have a nice day. By the way, please pay the lady $50 on the way out the door.
It's when you walk into the doctors and they go, I've got a bit of a sore throat and my voice sounds funny. Well, if you just drop your trousers, whoa. So,
Did I tell you this story? Have you ever got a shot in the butt, Sean?
I've had a suppository pill as a kid.
Okay. I've had one of those too, actually, as a kid, which is interesting.
Yeah, appendicitis is mine.
I think I told this story on this podcast actually, but when I had the steroid shot that I get for poison ivy. Can't think of what it's called right now. Goes in the butt. The first time I got it as a kid, I had no idea what was going on. I wasn't a kid. I was like a teenager. So it was like one of the first appointments I had without my mom. And so I like drove to it myself. She was like, yeah, this one has to go in the butt. And I was like, oh, awkward, you know? And so she like turned around and did a thing. And I like turned around. Now, when you do this, you're supposed to take your pants, for anybody who doesn't know, and like lower one butt cheek you choose, like 2 inches. I did not know this. She said, butt, okay? So like she was like, yeah, so you're going to have to like, and she did not like specify. And all of a sudden she turned around and there was like a full butt right there. And she was like, oh, no, just, you can pull up. And I was super embarrassed. I didn't even want the shot at that point. I just wanted to like jump out a window.
I remember that story.
Yeah.
I probably giggled exactly the same amount as the first time.
Yeah. So I thought I had told it before on this podcast.
Other than paying doctors money to be told that you just have to suffer on in delightful tones, what else have you been up to?
Yeah. It's been a crazy week, actually, to be honest. Lots of meetings for different fundraisers for work, and we're starting our family selection process for 3 homes that we're hoping. I think I talked about that last week, so I won't go in much detail, which just means a lot more meetings with families, which I don't mind. It just helps when I feel better. And then, and so, yeah, it was not the week to get sick, but you never get sick on the week that would be great to get sick. So there is no good week to get, so whatever. And then our van was leaking. I don't know if I told you this, Sean. leaking
No,
oil.
you hadn't.
Yeah.
You mentioned it before we started, and I didn't want to
Mm,
ask a question and then have to you retell the story. Try and
sure.
minimize the amount of talking you
Yeah.
have to do.
Yeah. I appreciate you. So yeah, it was very interesting. So I pull up in the driveway and there's this brown goo on the driveway, and I'm like, and so as any person would do, I stuck my finger in it. Why not? Uh, no, I knew it wasn't poop, okay, but it was like sludge, is what it was, and so I felt it. And I was like, I have no idea what this is. Like, I just don't know. And so it smelled oily, it felt oily, so I'm like, well, I'm guessing it's oil. So I took my van to, and I had just gotten oil change with the van, so I took it to the guy I got an oil change with. Like, yeah. He's like, it looks like there's an oil filter leak now. And he called it, he said it looks like the oil has bloomed. Never heard that term before. Looked up on
Yeah, it's when
ChatGPT.
it gets air in it.
Yeah, it gets air and dirt and a certain amount of water, and it becomes into this sludgy goo, which is exactly what happened. I'd never seen it. I had no idea.
Emulsification.
It's what?
Emulsification.
Huh? See? I thought that's
Yeah.
only something you did with olive oil, and I don't even know why you do it that. But that's what they always say on the
Yeah.
cooking shows that we watch. They say, "Oh, we're gonna emulsify this," and then they put it in a blender
Yeah.
to do something. But anyways, that's very interesting. You were on it more than me. Anyway, so we got a warranty when we bought this van. This van was bought in 2018, so it's older. Most warranties doesn't work, but this was a lifetime warranty.
Ooh.
First time we've ever really put
Is
it
it
to the test.
Hyundai? Is it you got Kona?
No, that was the Kona. This is the
Oh,
Chrysler Pacifica.
okay.
This is the one we've had since 2018. Um,
Cool.
so I call up the Chrysler dealer, and I'm very interested because I'm also skeptical. It was like basically a $2,500 flyer on this warranty, because I really didn't think they would follow through. And he says, "Yeah, we see the warranty. Don't worry, I had it in my hand. I've saved that piece of paper. I framed that thing. I was like, listen." I told Becca, this Pacifica is gonna die with us until they like say no way, Jose, and are we gonna I'm driving that Pacifica. So he's like, yeah, we see it. We should if you bring it in, we'll check it out and see. And it's always a crapshoot, right? Because if I have the local guy fix it, it's super cheap. Not super cheap, but probably half the price of if the dealer fixes it. Because I don't know.
Yeah.
They have gold hands, I guess, and the regular guy just doesn't. I'm not sure why. So I was like, okay, so I drive it out there. Sure enough, man, on Thursday, he comes out. He's like, yeah, not only do you have an oil filter leak, you have about 3 gaskets that are giving away slowly. He was like, so we'll just replace them all. And I was like, okay. I was like, for? He's like, the $100 deductible. I was like, yeah. So it was like $1,800 worth of work that I got for $100.
Nice.
And the thing is 8 years old with 106,000 miles on it. Man,
Yeah.
I tell you, I'll trade a
That's a lot of
respiratory infection for that.
that's a lot of miles
Mm-hmm.
in like in UK comparison. But you have driven that thing like all over. So
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it went on. It would go to Illinois and back. At least once a year. Sometimes. I say Illinois. That doesn't sound very far, but like we're actually in. It's like basically on the Iowa border, so it's all the way through Illinois for anybody in America who cares. So it's a lot further. I used to say Iowa, but then my wife yelled at me because she's like, they don't live in Iowa, they live in Illinois. I was like, yes, but if you say Illinois is like 45 minutes away if you drive fast enough. So anyways, but it's a 5-hour drive. So yeah, it did a bunch of that. It's done a bunch of stuff, is what I'm trying to say, in a very long form way. So yes,
yeah,
it's
and
done
they said
106,000 miles worth of stuff. It was brand new.
8 years. That's
Yeah.
because like in for UK comparison, we think 10,000 miles a year is like a standard ish mileage.
Hmm. I
So
don't know what our standard miles would be. I really know. I don't know what
yeah,
they think would be like. The 12,000? I feel like it's 12,000 because it's like 3-year, 36,000 miles. So I bet that's what they're assuming. Like all the warranties, are like 5-year,
yeah.
60,000. So I bet they're assuming 12,000 is the standard. And we didn't even drive that thing to Disney. The Kona got driven to
No, you
Disney.
said you can say
Yeah.
you took the smaller of the two
Yeah.
vehicles.
We did because we didn't want to. We're trying to spare its life. So, yeah. But anyway, so that was great news for us. I was really glad we didn't just waste $2,500 8 years ago. And And so I think that will pay. Even the guy was like, yeah, he's like, we don't see many of these anymore. He's like, we don't do this anymore. He's like, I'd keep driving that thing for a good long time if I were you. I was like,
Yeah, I
I,
was gonna say if it's
I got
just done
plenty of
all
space.
the gaskets at 8 years old, 100,000 miles, and they've replaced. I'm assuming it'll have been coolant, exhaust, oil for the top of the head. So it'd be pretty, if they've lasted that long, then
Mm-hmm.
they're gonna last that long again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So yeah, I was like, yep, okay, I appreciate you. So yeah, I did that, and I've been printing a whole bunch of crap. Not crap, a whole bunch of fun stuff.
Stuff,
Yeah,
useful stuff,
yeah,
stuff you can
and
launch
actually,
at the
that is
children.
true. Look at this. Printed this right here, an outlet
Oh,
cover.
that's an outlet cover. Yeah,
It
well,
is.
yeah.
Yep. Yeah, there's two here, and I always mean to pick one up when I go to the hardware, and I always forget because I just do. I could have Walmart deliver me one. Heck, I could have Amazon deliver me one. I don't know. I just don't think about it. And I was walking by it, and I was like, you know what? I bet I could print one of those. Sure enough, I can. So
The house that Nick printed.
that's right. Yeah, you better believe it. This thing's gonna be like when we sell this thing. We hopefully we never do, but when we sell this thing, people are gonna be like, "How's that patched?" Oh, with a 3D printed piece. Yeah, I just shoved it up there. Don't worry, it's fine.
so, so is it shiny? Like, because usually the socket covers are shiny. Is it a shiny plastic, or is it like, has it got that texture of 3D printed filament all stuck together?
No, so it doesn't have the lines because it's printed. They were smart and printed it on the. It's not as
Ah,
shiny
face
as like.
down.
Yeah, they printed it face down exactly. So it's got the bed. You can see a little bit of the bed texture in it, but or the plate texture, but no. So the lines are on the back, and so you don't see it. But my printer is so like I don't know. I mean, the lines are still really hard to see it. Like if you really look, you'll see them for sure. But they're not they're not easy to see. I've printed a handful of things in 3D printer world. They call this a poop chute, um, which is where flushed filament goes in. Um, and I mean, you can barely see the lines in this thing.
Yeah, I
Like,
was gonna say that looks super shiny for even for the camera. So
yeah, yeah. So yeah, no, it's been a lot of fun. Big learning curve. Um, yeah, but what I've spent the most time learning about is hygrometers and desiccant at the moment. Like I've been learning about printing, but those are humidity testers and
yes,
these desiccant beads which suck humidity out of the air. Right now I'm fine down here because it's winter and I'm fine. And the heat comes down here and everything's actually probably super dry. Or not probably, is super dry. But I'm trying to prep myself for the summer when everything is not going to be super dry.
the
So,
best thing you can get, and I've been told this by a friend at work whose sons have just started 3D printing, is an air purifier. If you can get an air
mm,
purifier dehumidifier, not only will it take a little bit of the smell away from the printing, but it'll also help with the moisture
I
issues.
have a dehumidifier down here. That's a must down here. Who I mean, I think I told you about my salt rock that melted when we first bought the
Yeah.
place. Yeah. Yeah, it
Yeah.
is literally a must. If you want this place to not be moldy and nasty, then you get if the dehumidifier dies, it's basically like an ER thing. Like it's like we're going to it's like an emergency room moment where I'm like, Becca, tomorrow I don't care what we were doing, we're getting a dehumidifier. And it's just like so we go back out and get one. So, and I actually told her this Black Friday they had them on sale. I was like, we should buy one and just put it in the room, like boxed, ready to go for when, because it runs 8 months out of the year, like 24/7. So it only lasts like I think the last one was 3 years, which was about the longest we've had one last. And so yeah, but anyway, so
Yeah.
so yeah, we have to have a dehumidifier. I don't have an air purifier. That's not a horrible. I That's not a horrible. But it's been fun.
Yep.
I've talked a lot. Sean, I'll stop talking now and you tell me how life's been going for you.
It's been going okay. I worked Monday and Tuesday night, which was not too bad. Monday night was hard. Monday night was one of the First times in a long time where I felt the effects of working nights.
Mm.
It's like I hit the wall at 4 a.m. and I had my head on a desk and I was like, I can't do this anymore. Um, but yeah, that was good. And then Wednesday, I finished early Wednesday morning because I just take my dad through to hospital to have his leg amputated, which has gone well as far as losing a limb can go.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
he's everything's gone as planned, so he's kept it for like just below the knee, which is really helpful for balance when it comes to his, having a prosthetic leg later on. Um, and then the rest of the time, I've just been walks, the gym, and going through to see my dad. So I took my brother
Mhm.
through yesterday. I mean, he can drive, but I said I'm going anyway, so I picked him up on the way. And then brought my mum back because she'd gone on the bus. So, but on the drive over, my brother managed to convince me to buy Ark Raiders, the game.
Okay, that's out of the blue. I mean, that is
Yeah.
kind of your shtick. It's not like explain it a little bit to me, because I've heard everybody talks about it, but nobody really explains it a lot.
So it's a survival game based on the fact that you are a raider, which is somebody that goes on to the um which goes topside. So everybody lives in these like bunkers, and you go topside to kind of salvage parts.
Okay,
Um, so you can craft things and bits and pieces like that. There is missions that you do that are given to you in terms of exploring what's happened. There's been a giant storm that's come in, from what I can gather, and now the top side is controlled by the Ark, which is a big autonomous style robot thing, machines, stuff like that. So when you go topside, the two things that you've got to be careful for are robots, which they are scary hard, and other raiders. So,
okay,
and
so it's
it,
like
and
PVEVP. So
yes,
it's player versus environment and other players.
yeah, and you
Okay,
can communicate. So there's proximity chat. So they, as you come across another raider, because they are actually people, you can speak to them and stuff like that. Or they have emote chat that you can use, so you can say, "Hey, don't shoot," and ask
hmm,
if they want to team up and things. So yeah, you go at the top, you root around through boxes, a bit like Fallout in terms of like searching boxes and stuff. You have to breach the boxes to open some of them, and then a round lasts about half an hour, and then you
okay,
have to like return to the bunkers via certain elevators, and like they can only be called once or twice, and after so long, they kind of time out, and you can't then use them,
okay,
which kind of forces all the raiders to go to one bunker at the end. So if you do
gotcha.
come across somebody that wants to be a complete pain in the ass, you can end up losing all the stuff that you looted.
Yeah, that was gonna be my question. How much? Like, I mean, obviously you're fighting some kind of environment things, but how often are you fighting other players? Like, how often are they jerks?
It hasn't happened yet, but I'm still in the what they call the tutorial area,
Okay,
which is the dam. You have to do like so many. You have to go topside so many times, and you can unlock the next area to go and explore. There's loads of customization to it, so you can customize your character. Um, there's workbenches that you unlock to kind of make and craft other items, and then you have a chicken that lives with you in the bunker, and you can customize the chicken. So my chicken's currently wearing a bucket on his head.
sure. I mean, why not?
So
Makes
yeah,
sense.
and that chicken also like brings you loot back as well. So
Oh, that's nice. I mean, the question that every video game person asks when there's a pet or when there's an animal, can you pet it?
no, no, it just kind of hangs around in the bunker.
0 out of 10. This game sucks.
Yeah. But no,
So how are you feeling about it?
I'm quite enjoying it. I've just about to, well, I was before Lindsay came home and then like high fived each other as I went out the door to go see my dad.
Yeah.
Um, was about to start my seventh run on it. So I'm like the first run I started, I literally came out of the bunker, walked 5 paces, and then a swarm of wasps, which are like drone style robots that shoot
Okay.
you with machine guns, took me out in 30 seconds because I had no idea what I was doing. So, and then the second time I came out, I was like, I'm in a completely different area, but now I know.
Mm-hmm.
Avoid these. So there's wasps, there's hornets, there's rocketeers, there's snitches, which are like drones that once they spot you, make a massive alarm and kind of call other
Snitches. I
drones.
like it.
Yeah. Um, and then there's a queen, which I've come across, which is like a giant spider robot thing,
Okay.
which you can't take out on your own. So
So are you playing
I
with your
like
brother?
that's the idea.
Mm,
But for now, I'm just kind of trying to get used to it. He's like level 60 something, and
sure.
his big into I'm currently level 6. So,
Do you think it's something your dad might be interested in?
oh, my dad already plays it.
Oh, your dad plays already. Well, that
Yeah,
would
my
be
dad
cool.
plays it.
Something to
Uh,
like you guys to like, have while he's going through this thing.
Yeah, my dad plays it with my brother. So
Oh, okay. All right. Well, get in
yeah,
with the
it's
family time, Sean. Come on.
yeah, that's why I bought it.
Sure.
I ummed and ahed because I'd looked at it. I saw my dad was playing it when I went round to see him like a week or so ago. And he explained the premise of the game, and I was like, because when I played Call of Duty, rather than doing Warzone, I used to do the DMZ stuff, which was where you had to go in, like, loot places. You could either be, you had to fight either other players or AI bots kind of thing in the area that,
Sure.
that kind of stuff to do. And then you had to exfil in a helicopter. So this is exactly the same premise as that, just yeah, more.
Mhm.
It's good. I enjoy it. I mean, it was 40 pounds I spent. I got
Okay.
the deluxe edition, which
Yeah.
the non-deluxe edition was 23.
Okay.
So
Did you get skins with the
I didn't
deluxe
get
edition?
skins. You got like a load of tokens, so then you
Okay.
could in the game buy skins and decorate stuff, and
Gotcha.
you got some really cool finger emote where he goes pew 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 like that.
Nice.
So
That's cool. Yeah, I hear a lot of
yeah,
people talk about it. A lot of people are loving it, playing with friends. I think it's really cool. So yeah, I mean, like on Games Goop and stuff like that. So that's cool.
yeah. So I thought I'd try that because I'm done with Metroid now. Unless they bring some DLC out for Metroid Prime 4. I can't believe we waited 11 years for a game that now I finished twice. I can't play anymore
11.
without playing the
It's an
same stuff.
hour per year. Is what it
Yeah.
is. So it's 11-hour game,
Um,
11 years. So there you go.
Fortnite, I'm kind of at a point where there's no quests left, so leveling up has slowed right down. So I've got to wait another 3 or 4 days for them to start bringing more quests out. And I'm waiting for the next update on Skate as well because I finished all the challenges on there. So I'm
Gotcha.
running out of things to play, is what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying.
Mm-hmm.
The only other thing I've been playing is a game called Clover Pit, which is actually on Game Pass, but I've been playing it on my phone. And that's like
Over pit.
yeah, it's a roguelike
Whoa.
um, gambling slot game. So
Oh, so it's Balatro with slots.
exactly, this is why I'm addicted to
Uh-huh.
it. So yeah, you're trapped in this room. There's an ATM where you have to deposit your coins, and you have like a debt that you have to beat, and you only get 3 rounds to do it in. Then there's a slot machine where you like the minimum amount that you can put in the slot machine changes every round, every deadline. Um, and if you don't meet the deadline by the third round, the trapdoor at the bottom opens and you plummet to your death.
That sounds like a bummer.
Yep. But then there's like behind you, every time you finish a deadline, you get these tickets. You get more tickets the quicker you finish the deadline. And then you can use those tickets to buy lucky charms, which kind of buff the slot machine so you can kind of
Mm.
score more coins quickly, kind of thing.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's great. It's good. It's one of those. Doesn't require signal. It's a no Wi-Fi game.
Oh, those are nice.
Um, yeah, it's it's got a bit of a dark, creepy element to it, but not like horrifically, horribly creepy,
Good.
scary. Just it's like a grimy, dungeony, styly room. But yeah, it's on Game Pass. It was. I didn't realize it was on Game Pass until I sat down the other day and was flicking through games to play on Game Pass.
I like
So I downloaded Unravel and Unravel 2.
those are good. I've played both of those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wanted like a pretty side scroller to play for a while if I was wanting to break away from anything else.
You doing it by yourself? Or you doing it with
So
Logan?
I'll probably try and employ Logan in because
Yeah.
do you play on the same screen? It's not split screen, is it?
Trying to remember. I think you play on the same screen most of the time, and then for the few instances where you get too far apart, they put that line there and it's split screen. And then
Yeah, yeah.
once you come together, yeah.
I
I
might do
if I
that with Logan
recall,
then.
yeah. I played with
Because we have
Noah,
the
and it worked out pretty well. And I mean, this was a while. I played it like when it first came out, so he was younger. Um, and yeah, and I remember some like there was some angst, but overall, I remember it being a good experience.
oh, cool.
I
Well,
also
I'll do
played
that then.
I also played some of it with the Duke, I think too, if I recall. If I recall.
Yeah, it looked like it had the couch co-op thing. I mean, I might
Mm-hmm.
even try and play it with Emily because she's been
Hmm.
playing Little Nightmares. She got
Oh, there
Little
you go.
Nightmares free for Christmas.
Mhm.
And she's played through Little Nightmares 1 and 2 as well. So she
Yeah.
quite likes the side scrolly, platformy puzzle games.
Mhm. Cool.
But
You said plummet to your death, and that made me remember we literally, Sean, got off the call last week, and you had talked about Logan watching Beast Games. We sat
yes.
down, and Becca was like, "Well, we don't really have anything to watch." And I was like, "Can we watch Beast Games?" And I was like, listening to the conversation, like, I mean, what? And so I was like, and Becca looked at me like, I don't really know what this is. What do you think? And I was like, well, John lets Logan watch it, so I'm pretty sure we're pretty solid. So we watched it, and I'm not gonna lie, we're all fairly addicted at this point to like know what's happening in this world, in this like game show, and the fact that this dude gives out so much money is like utterly
Yeah,
crazy.
I don't know how he makes money.
Yeah.
He seems to just.
Well, I read an article that he's not. I read an article that he's fairly broke. Like he has
Oh,
assets and stuff, but like liquidity, he is broke. I don't know if that's true, but I mean, it wasn't by like Bob's newspaper. It was like I think it was like a USA Today article or something, a pretty reputable paper. So
so like, where does he just move money from one person to another? Is he like robbing Peter to pay Paul and
I mean,
just
dude, that
moves things around?
that village alone had to cost a ton of money. That little like
Hmm.
beast city. I mean, that cost a lot of cash to build. Put a whole moat around it. I don't know. It's crazy. I do appreciate like the like I don't know the mental choices that he puts these players through of like take the money, don't take the money. I think it's really interesting in the stage. If y'all would have been if y'all would have been in my row and it would have got to like 50 or more in that very not the very first challenge, but like the one right before the city and so many rows had to go. Sorry, y'all, I'm out. He's out. Like I'm hitting the button. I'm taking my 50 and you're all done. Would you, Sean? I'm interested. When it got to $1 million, if you were one of the four people on that tower, and there was $1 million, would you have hit the button and and
Probably.
and outed all those people? I told Becca it all depends. Like if I would have said I won't hit the button, I promise I won't hit the button. I probably wouldn't. But if they would have chose me and I didn't specifically say that, I probably would have hit the button. There's just like
Yeah.
I just feel a little. I don't know. I don't know, man.
I've always had this magic number in my head. Like, I'm gonna go like full ball of white here with it. Is like so, and if I ever had the opportunity to play for 750,000, I would do anything and everything to make sure I got that
Mm-hmm.
750,000 because that would just there is so much that you could do with that
Mm-hmm.
you would never have to worry ever again. Oh,
Yeah.
I don't want millions and millions because you then become worried about keeping hold of that millions and millions. It's just
Mm-hmm.
750, house done, kids' houses, parents happy, money in the bank to not worry too much, still go to work, but not have to think like, do I need the overtime this month? Do I not need the overtime? And just,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, no,
happy.
I agree. Like, any like that million's a great number. It's good enough to do whatever you want for the rest of your life, pretty much, as long as you don't like get crazy lifestyle creep happening. Um,
Yeah.
and it's also not big enough that it's not gonna like pin you on a map for everybody. Like you see some of these lotteries over here that people win when it gets to like $15 billion, and they're like one person won 10 billion. And Beck would be like, I'd still want to stay in our house. I'm like, Beck, you can't stay in this house, honey. Not with $10 billion. If people know you got $10 billion, you're gonna kidnap you and you're screwed. I was like, you're gonna have to be in some like Palisade mansion with
Yeah.
fortified walls to keep yourself safe. And so then all of a sudden your lifestyle sucks because you're like you're gonna have to have bodyguards to go out because you got all this money.
Yeah.
So
Become
yeah,
isolated and
yeah,
alienated.
yeah.
And yeah, I wouldn't want that. But enough to where you don't have to worry. Everything, everything's kind of covered. The kids are covered as far as trying to get on the property ladder and stuff. And they don't have to
Mm-hmm.
worry about, you know, trying to find the money for a deposit for the first place. So they're not having to live in some kind of area that's unsavory.
Mm-hmm.
Just everybody's happy. Nobody's worried.
Yeah.
Um,
So anyway, sorry, you
yeah.
mentioned that, and I do love that he makes them fall down on those that specific like whatever that place is where he's. And
No, see,
my kids really want to know what's down there, and I keep telling them spikes, but they don't believe me.
no. So Logan's gone from the Beast games to watching the Squid Game: The Challenge
Yeah, yeah, you were saying that.
with Lindsay, and now I didn't think Lindsay would be into it, but they're currently upstairs, both laid in my bed, watching it to the point where I walked in the other day and I tried to talk to Lindsay, and she just went, shh. She's like, you don't understand how like intense this game of catch is, and I was like, somebody's got you hooked.
That's funny.
I said to her,
I
so you should watch the real Squid Game because that is intense. And she's like, no, don't be silly. I was like, oh, well, okay.
if Noah asked about that, I would need to watch an episode with Becca first.
It's
That
just
one.
the language that's in it.
Oh yeah.
They play the same Squid Game games. So you've got like pentathlon, red light, green light, but all
Okay.
they're doing is wearing a pendant under the t-shirt that when they're eliminated, it goes,
Okay.
and they go, oh no, pretend to fall over.
That's interesting.
So,
Well, there's
which
another
is the
season of Beast Games out. Did you know that?
yes,
Yeah.
because Logan is watching that episode by episode
Gotcha.
as it comes.
We haven't finished the first one yet, but then we already are like, oh, we'll watch that one. And that one has I mean, I know Survivor is not a thing over there, but I saw him. He's with Jeff Probst, which is our Survivor host, which we love.
Yeah, I always used to be called Crystal Maze. That was our
Oh, okay.
survival style game.
Nice. Nice.
Um, Stranger Things. You're in season 4.
I am literally 5 minutes from being done with season 4. I literally the fam came home right as they're done. The whole thing's done. Like I'm at the peanut butter scene with the other redhead.
Oh yeah,
And
yeah.
yeah. So yeah, I'm literally like minutes from being done. Man, let me tell you,
Ooh.
Sean, I actually don't know if I finished season 4 because I had no idea about spoilers for anybody for season 4, which was like a long time ago. But if you're like, skip ahead a minute if you're watching it like I am. Like Henry, one Vecna, I was like,
Yeah, yeah.
I put it together in my head, but like I put it together in my head like I was watching it for the first time, not like, oh, like a lot of those seasons I'd start watching them and I would remember, far ahead, but I just don't remember so much of that. And so there are bits and pieces that I knew were going to happen. Like I remembered Eddie dying
In the
in the
most metal way ever.
yeah, yeah. I remembered that. Like I remembered bits and pieces. I feel like I feel like maybe I watched it at work on a busy day and just like maybe whole episodes got skipped I don't know. Maybe I fell asleep. I'm not sure. But yeah, I missed a lot. I'm excited
Yeah.
to see what happens in season 5. I'm going to ask one question. In season 5, does Argyle come back?
No.
Oh man, I love that dude.
Yeah.
He is so
Neither
much
does
fun.
Susie.
Yeah, you told me that already. Yeah. I
Mm.
think I think both of those are real bummers. Argyle,
Yeah.
I don't know what it is about Argyle. I just think he's like the best.
I know when you start watching season 5 that one of the very first questions you're going to ask, I know what it's going to be. Um, and there's been so much on social media and stuff about Calamity Gate.
Mm.
I don't know if you've seen that. You might not have done.
No, no.
But when you get to the end of season 5, like search hashtag Calamity Gate. There's so much about season 5 that's wrong, and there's
Hmm.
so many holes in it. And
Oh,
the
okay.
way that it goes through is that apparently people are waiting for like more episodes to come out
Mm.
because
They think there's going to be a
think
season 6?
no, they think there's going to be a, a real season 5.
Oh, they don't think this was season 5? Okay, well, I'll be interested when I watch it. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So,
Yeah.
but no, it's good. Couple of things about season 4. When Eddie plays the Master of Puppets, it's actually him playing. That entire solo is him playing.
Oh, wow, I didn't know that.
And Metallica re-recorded behind him afterwards to fill it in. So that is like the only one and only version of that song is played with, and then they invited him to play live at one of their shows and gifted him a guitar as well.
I did not. That's really cool. I did not know any of that.
Yep.
I love it.
And the scene where Max has been
Mm-hmm.
Vecna'd and Lucas is holding on to him crying, that was all impromptu by the actor that plays Lucas.
Hmm.
Who, by the way, is apparently doing a lot of gymnast training to play Miles Morales in a live action version of Spider Man with Miles.
Oh, that's fun.
Mm.
That'd be really cool. Oh. Yeah,
So,
I really liked season 4. Um, I think I'm trying to like think about season 2. I did not care about. I did not like it.
no,
I just
season
didn't.
2 is important, and you'll understand why season 2 is important.
Okay. Yeah, I
So,
mean, I just feel like they didn't. I realized she had to go out on her own and do her own thing. I don't feel like they did a good job with it. It's one of the few areas where I don't feel like they did a great job. And it just kind of like, oh,
mm,
we're here and we're back and we're all the things. So,
yeah, it answers. There's a few questions to why season 2 is relevant in season 5.
okay. All right.
So, what else? Yeah, I missed Argyle because he was cool. He was funny.
He was.
Um,
I did remember the pizza. So I mean, I got that far because I did remember like when they went into the surfer thing. I was like, oh yeah, the pizza. I remember the pizza freezer. So I do. I don't know. It's just like pieces just like fell out of my brain. But I do love it. It's like my dude, my dude. Oh my gosh, it's just so funny. It's just made me laugh.
yeah.
Argyle makes me laugh. Um,
But yeah, I can't wait for you to start season 5. It's so intense, so
yeah,
much fun.
I'm excited. I'm really glad I watched. I'm really glad I did this. It's been a journey. I mean, what we're going on like I don't know 7 weeks. I've been watching this series, all these
Mm.
seasons. So, but yeah, I'm really glad I started from the beginning. That was good. I would season 5 probably wouldn't have like I wouldn't have put near as much together if I wouldn't have done that first. So
No, yeah,
kudos to you.
it's a lot to remember
Yeah,
and
it is.
tie things together. So
Mm-hmm. So
cool.
I'm excited for that.
And I think that's about all I have going on at the
mhm.
moment. So
Yeah, I next week should be a little bit quieter, hopefully. So that'll be nice. I will take that. I'll be glad if this cold thing goes away. That'll be nice. And We're kind of all getting tired of Brothership, but now I'm bound to get to the end of it. The kids I've told the kids we'll start Pokemon ZA once we finish Brothership, and they're like, "How long is this game gonna go?" And I was like, "I don't know, guys." And I've told them, I'm like, "You don't have to play with me. If you want to just be done, you can be done, and I'll play it on my own." And they're like, "No." And so
Oh, troopers, I like it.
yeah, we're kind of hate playing it at the moment a little bit. I mean, it's not hate. I haven't made it quite that far, but we're ready for it to be done. But I kind of feel like this is me a lot of times. Like I was kind of this way with Donkey Kong too. I was kind of like, okay, I can find it. I'm happy. This is fun. It's cool, but I'm ready for this.
Yeah, Donkey Kong was definitely the gift that kept on giving as well. That was
Yes, it
painful
was.
towards the end.
It definitely
And then I had
was.
the itch to try and 100% it, and
God
just
bless you.
I got so fed up of ooh banana.
Did you do it? I can't remember. Did you 100%?
Um,
99.8% of it?
something like that. Yeah,
Yeah.
there was a couple of I got all the fossils, but there was like maybe two bananas that I didn't get, but they were part of the very big challenge at the end that was just crazy impossible, and I couldn't be bothered to do.
Yeah.
So.
No, I don't blame you, man. I have not had a chance yet. It dropped on today's Friday. It dropped on Thursday. Um the winter update for Grounded, but I have not had a chance yet to jump in.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. You mentioned it last week.
And I mean I did have a chance, but I know that it's not a game I always play with Noah, but I want to experience like the new part of the world with him first because he's pretty vested in it now. He really enjoys it. So he'll want to see it too. I've not been there for a
Cool.
while. I don't think I have anything else. We should probably tell our folks that this is going to be their only episode.
Yeah, it is this week. We didn't come armed with a topic, um, mainly because I just haven't had the time to think of anything, and Nick's not been well and being busy, and also
I
that
probably don't have
it.
voice for a dad topic, to be honest.
No, you've had a very busy day of talking at meetings and interviews and stuff. So you know, real life. I've not in the entire of the best of headspaces with things. Um, Mainly just it's weird when see your dad in a position where he looks fragile and in pain when you've got this childhood memory of him being this like super tough dude all the time. So it kind of shook me yesterday, which is when we would normally
Sure.
have recorded it, and Nick was awesome enough to push it out by a day for me. And then you sound like Barry White on a good day, so it's probably safe to rest your vocal cords and come back strong next week. So.
Speak. I won't be Barry White.
Woo.
I'll be Nick Metzger.
I don't know, man. Like I said, you make some money out of some voiceovers. You should,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
See if I
That's
can
just,
see if I can make some money in the hopefully just next few days while I'm here. Be like, hey,
yeah.
I
Just
have this
get
voice. Do you want
Justin
to
up
pay
to
me
see
some
if there's
money?
anybody. Yeah, Justin does some voiceover work, doesn't he? So
I need to know now though, because I don't know how much longer it's gonna last.
yeah, should just like record yourself reading, like certain words. There must be like certain words that they use for
And then
things
I
like
just like put
Google
them
and
together
AI.
like AI.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I like it.
So, all right, you
Maybe
go
I'll
rest your
record
voice.
the intro and then we can just use that from now on.
Yeah.
Welcome to Everyday Life with Dad Crossing with Nick Metzger and Sean Abbott. There you go. Come on, I feel like it's
Uh,
The Price is Right. I feel like I have the Price is Right voice. You probably
yeah.
don't know that show, but it's a game show. Come
No, we
on
do. We had that.
down.
Bruce, we had Bruce's prices right with Bruce Forsyth.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, so you
Yeah,
had your version. Yeah.
yeah.
The announcer had a
What's
voice similar to this.
yeah? What's the? We've probably talked about this game before. It was like a top-down shooter where you went from room to room and it all changed, and you like got loads of bundles of cash.
Hmm.
It's an old game as well.
Okay. That helps because I was not in old. Um
Yeah,
got loads and loads of cat.
yeah. It was a two-player top-down game like, and robots came out, like weird, like droidy robot things came out, and it was just meant. It was a crazy game, but I can't remember it.
I don't know. I can't
Uh,
help you. Sorry. He's chat GPTing it, folks, right now. I can tell.
yeah, well, I'm googling it.
Oh, Googling it. Okay.
Uh,
Chat probably gets you there quicker. Old,
Probably.
old video. Was it a Nintendo game?
I don't think it was.
20 questions to find the game that we don't know the answer to.
Yeah,
The name of.
looking for a name of a game that was a top-down shooter
Top down
from
from when?
the.
How long ago?
I don't know. I
The
can't even.
90s or the 2000s? Like, what are we talking?
No, it was 90s.
90s. Okay.
From the 90s. That
Top down.
looked to be set in future. You went from room to room, and it was like a game show.
Oh, I was gonna say, how did we get here, Sean? Just wondering. I'm kind of.
Smash TV. There we go. That was it. Wow.
Oh.
ChatGPT is really, really good. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was really quick. Yeah, I can remember the set in a dystopian future, room-to-room progression, each area locking you in waves of enemies, framed as a violent game show with an announcer yelling things like "Big money, big prizes." I love it.
I think I can do all those. Big money, big prizes. Yeah, I can do all those. You just.
Yeah. Anyway, that's what you were. That's the voice that reminds me of.
That's fine.
Oh, from RoboCop, where that guy goes, "I'll buy that for $1." So,
All right, take
but
us
anyway,
out.
we've strained your vocal cords enough. So yeah, we are very sorry that you won't get a Wednesday episode this week. But things happen. We are real people. We have real lives. We're not just here to make episodes on the regular. We get sick. We have family that end up needing our help and assistance. So we thank you very much for persevering with us and very much for listening to us this week. And until we get back to you next Monday, take care and we'll see you later.
See you later, guys.
Thanks for tuning in to Dad Crossing. We're here to remind you that this podcast is made by dads for dads. It's a place where all of us can come together, share a laugh, and tackle the wild ride that is fatherhood. If you want to keep the conversation going or just need a safe space to chat or ask for help, you are always welcome to reach out. You can find me, Sean, at Sean_Abbott, and you can find my good friend Nick at Nick10Do. And of course, give our social media platforms a good look over, because that is where we share all the updates, all the laughs, and all the things dad life. That is, everything is at Dad Crossing. For anything more, feel free to drop us a message at team@dadcrossing.com. And until next time, stay strong, stay connected, and remember, you're never alone on this journey. We'll see you in the next episode of Dad Crossing.